Hey y'all, it is Hope at Crafty Hope, and I am working in my old Bobbsey Twins book as an art journal. This is part of my 100-day project, as most of these have been lately. And for this day, I just need to use a handwritten letter. I've got a stack of them that I picked up at an antique store one day. It was a big find for me. And I probably paid too much, but I don't care. I was happy to find them. And so I'm going to try to use a couple pages. I think I only end up using one page in it. So I started by putting down, what did I put down? Some masking tape down the center of this because I knew I was going to use some sprays and inks that might seep through. So I just put the masking tape down the crease to kind of keep it from seeping too much. Now, I did put down that Amsterdam acrylic ink, and I believe that's an olive green light, I think. And then there was a Lindy spray in Rusty Lantern Lime. So I just put those down and sprayed a little water on with my little Tim Holtz spritzer thing and moved it around a little bit. And now I'm picking it up with just another piece of paper so that it's a little easier to dry. So I'm going to go in and dry it. And before it got completely dry, I decided I needed something more than green. So I'm going to throw in some Rusty Hinge and then dry most of that. I'm going to pick a little bit of it up too in between, but then I decided I needed a little more of that Rusty Hinge right there. So I'm going to put that there and move it around and pick it up um, and then dry it again. And so that's pretty much all the painting ink that I'm putting down. And from here, I'm going to collage a bit. I'm starting with the handwritten letter. Now, this stack of letters I got is all from, I've looked at some of them. It's all from one writer to her daughter. And the mom is in England, and she's writing to her daughter, who at one point was in California and another point was in New York. And I haven't read all the letters. They're fairly lengthy, and like I say, a nice big stack of them. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And so anyway, and these are done on pretty thin paper, so I'm using the Liquitex fluid medium, thinking that maybe it would get some transparency to it if I used the fluid medium, and that didn't really work with this as much as I thought it would, but it was worth a try. It didn't hurt anything, and it actually goes down probably a little bit quicker than my glue stick would have. Now I'm using like a gift card to kind of smooth everything out, especially with that fluid medium, to try to get air bubbles and everything out. And you'll see a lot of times I work where I try to make sure, especially with like collage, that I get some of the same elements on each side of the page, so especially when I'm working with two pages, that it feels more cohesive. So you'll see there I've got the left side, the right side, and the middle. And I'm going to do something similar here. I've got this fun tissue paper that I picked up at probably the dollar store. It's a little trippy looking, but I knew that the black and white contrast would be really fun on a page, and it really does work on this. It's kind of awesome. So, and again, I'm using that fluid medium with the tissue paper that will make the white parts a little more transparent. So that's kind of awesome. So I'm glad I did have that out in the first place. And that's probably what inspired me to go ahead and grab that tissue paper, as I already had the fluid medium out. So like I said, I'm kind of going to do 3 spots here on the right, and kind of make sure things are top bottom. Just, I don't know, I like to make sure everything feels like it's fair, like everything gets equal amounts of attention. I know that's weird. I'm very much on fairness. So I'm going to get these pages down, and then in a second I'm going to grab a piece of washi tape. And this I'm only going to put in 2 spots, but I'm trying to get some of the harsh lines where things didn't get ripped completely off of there by putting down the washi tape a little. And that's all I'm really doing. And this is a fun another black and white kind of pattern. Again, it gives it that great contrast. And that'll end up working in as well to my little, where I do my sentiment. So that's going to be fun. This was a super quick page in general. So yeah, I got it down to, I don't know, like 8 minutes, but then with the pictures, it was a little bit longer. So I decided I needed some more texture on here, so I'm grabbing my hand carved stamps, and this is just like really weird random stamp. And I've got, oh my gosh, I didn't see that. I'll have to list it below. It's either peacock feathers or broken china. Um, Looking at it, it looks like it's probably peacock feathers. It's one of my favorites, and I thought that would go nicely with that green and that rust color, kind of a patina feel to it. And I'm just, like I said, putting this down to give a little extra texture on the page. I mean, it's got a lot of contrast with the black and white, but I needed, I keep saying texture. I don't know what other word to use there. I needed like some movement, and yeah. So I just put that in a couple spots. I'll come in the end and you'll see it to put more in that upper left hand corner because um, I don't know, I felt like there was so much of that black and white pattern going on up there. So this is a graphite, a water soluble graphite pencil that I'm just dipping in my water bucket thing and drawing with, getting some doodles. I love that doodle that I'm doing right now. I love it's like one of my favorite parts of the page because it's, I don't know, there's loopiness to it that just sings to me. So at this point, I was like, I'm getting close to done. I need a sentiment. So I pull out this bag of stacks of paper and fabric that I just kind of sewed together, ran through my sewing machine while I had it one day, knowing that it would be a great textural element to add. Now there, as soon as I pulled that little piece out, it has that black and white pattern on it. I was like, that's it. That's the one going in this page. And it really does work. That black and white with the rest of the black and white elements on here had me so excited. And then I've got these just sentiments that are on copy paper that I printed. I think they're from, what's her name? Willowing Tamara. I think that's right. That she had for free in something that I just printed out. And so I've got this one and it says, "You're good enough, your story matters." And I thought that was kind of went well with the letters because your story, I mean, those letters are somebody's story that they were telling somebody else. So, anyway, so I'm going to take some more Liquitex medium. This is the matte gel medium, and I'm just putting that on my stack because I wanted something a little heftier to make sure that stack is glued down nicely. And you see I didn't cover up that washi that is there that makes it still consistent to the other side of the page. And since I went ahead and had that medium out, I'm going to go ahead and use that too to glue it down. And that works really well since that top stack is fabric, and I can make sure that that paper sticks well to it. And I'm going to get that down, and like I said, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide that that upper left corner needs some more of the stamp on it, and I'm just going to go in and put that on there just to kind of break that up a little bit. And that's going to be it for this page, guys. I hope you like it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Alright guys, I thank y'all for watching, and keep on crafting on. Bye.